Perfect fourths, part 3, major scales in 3 shapes. So, in my desire to go kind of back to first principles, right? I want to start with the intervals of the major scale and talk about that, and then talk about how the 3-string patterns repeat themselves. So here I'm in perfect fourths tuning, which is my jam. So I'm in this on this guitar right now. I'm tuned with perfect fourths at the top up. So we have E, A, D, G, C, and F. So C and F are tuned up. Keeps our shape simple. I go over that in other videos. There's a link to the PDF in the description here for a major scale kind of PDF workbook. So to talk briefly about the major scale in general on the piano, it starts with C and goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, so we're probably familiar with that. There's 2 interval types here. The half steps, which are between E and F and B and C, and then the whole steps, which are between kind of all the rest of them, C, D, E, F, and G, G and A and B. So on the guitar fretboard here, we'll start with at the 9th fret and play through. So our half steps are between the E and the F and the B and the C. Okay, so from these 2 shapes, there's 3 patterns. There's a whole step pattern, which we see starting from C, C, D, E, and then we have the whole step half step pattern. We move up to D and we play this D, E, F, and then we have the half step whole step pattern when we go E, F, G. Now, something interesting and something that's going to apply to us with perfect fourths guitar, it repeats at fourths. So we have the whole step pattern here. We go down a fourth to G, and we have G, A, B. Then up a fourth from G, we go up to C, and C, D, E, and we go up a fourth from C to F, and we have F, G, A. So the same relationship as all our whole steps. So the whole goes both directions, so the 4th and the 5th. Whole and half, same idea. So we can start with the A. So A, B, C, and then D, E, F. Same note relationships. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step, and then half step, whole step. We move up one note again. So we start on the E, E, F, G, or B, C, D. Okay, so on the piano we're kind of moving around visually or lengthwise to do these, but on guitar, on a perfect fourths tune guitar, they line up with each other. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A. Alright, so those are a whole step pattern. 2 of the 3 whole step patterns. We'll get to where the 3rd one is in a minute. And then we go across to B, C, D, E, F, G, and then A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm trying to sing more when I'm playing. It's a good habit that I don't have yet, so I'm going to try to do that. So here again is our whole step. Our whole step, half step. Did I get that right? I was off. And then lastly, the half step, whole step pattern. So what that means for us as guitar players is that in order to play the major scale, well, there's a thousand ways to play, but one way to play the major scale, you only have to worry about three shapes that are 3 notes per string. So we start here, and we can just practice, and we learn how to play those, faster or cleaner. And then the same thing with the half step, whole step pattern, and the whole step, half step pattern. So for the next one, that's kind of what I wanted to just start with this as an introduction. Next time, I want to show you how these patterns repeat across the neck. So you don't need even 3 patterns. You can use 1 pattern and play the scale in octaves. So we'll get into that next time. I'll show you it works on all the scale patterns, and we just get a little bit more into this. And what I recommend for practicing all this stuff is go slowly, especially if you're like me, kind of like a middle-aged person or second career person. Look, you played AC/DC covers and you want to relearn some more sophisticated stuff. Slow down, start again, and then you'll start walking again, and then you'll be able to start running on these patterns. So for more information, you can get my book on Amazon and from the link below. It's Kindle. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free and all that stuff. And there's hardback, paperback, whatever kind you want. It's there for you. Thanks a lot for getting this far. And on the next video, we'll go over sliding through all these patterns to get through about an octave and a half using the same pattern to build your riffs and speeds. Take care.